Hey, I am out on the lovely Laddie today. All right, so I was just, I listened to Women's Hour podcast today, and there was somebody called Bryony somebody on about, they were talking about their new book and their recovery from alcoholism, I believe, but they did talk about eating disorders, and I just have to say something because yet again on BBC Women's Hour, there's somebody talking about eating disorders saying, well, one of my pet peeves, saying that eating disorders are about control. Eating disorders are genetic. That's like saying somebody's ability to, like people developing cancer or other genetic, biological things are about control. It's not about control. Two, saying that people with eating disorders often develop binge eating disorder whilst they're in recovery, and that really wants me to slam my head against the wall. It makes me feel like I am slamming my head against the wall. I'll say it again, louder for the people at the back. Binge eating is a symptom of restriction. So therefore, if somebody has been restricting food, it is highly likely that they are going to binge. Binging is not a disorder when it is a symptom of restriction. Binging is a solution to the restriction. Please, for the love of all things, Women's Hour, just stop bringing these people on that just say these same old crap that the eating disorder industry has had to put up with for years, and just they're still doing it, even though we now have science that shows us that there is a genetic element to an eating disorder and that the biology is really what's coming into play there. And they still say, oh no, this is about control. And then we also have science that shows that restriction begets binging. And yet they're still, the binging's some psychological thing. Like, what do they think is happening there? Like, is nobody just scratching their head and going, oh, yeah, that's really interesting that all of these people that restrict food start binging. Like, why could that be? Oh, fucking hell. Just add 2 and 2 together and come up with it, for God's sake. It's not particularly complicated to work out that if you restrict food, your body is going to try and amend that by intaking a large amount of food. It's actually pretty much common sense. Yet, common sense is something that's not that common, is it?